Simon Miller here from WhatCulture, wrestling with the one and only Punishment Martinez. How are you today?
Doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, mate. Thanks for asking. No one ever asks. I appreciate that. Now, as we stand here today, we're in the morning, the Sunday morning. We're about 12 hours removed from All In. You, of course, were in the over-budget Battle Royale. I think everyone has come out the other side thinking, wow, it's a pretty special event, if nothing else from the crowd reaction. I mean, how was it from you, and how do you kind of feel this morning waking up knowing you were a part of it?
It's special, man, and I'm still, I guess, on Dream Street from the event. You know, that Battle Royal, first of all, was probably the best Battle Royal I've ever been in. So
we actually said we think it's the best booked Battle Royal ever, no joke. In terms of that format Battle Royal, I've never seen one more entertaining.
Yeah, we had a great time, and you know, the electricity in that building, and you know, just the effort everybody put in. It was definitely a special where I think everybody that was there, fans, workers alike, were just looking around and just in awe and amazement. I'm just glad I was fortunate able to be a part of that, and I called some matches on Spanish commentary for the pay-per-view, so which is really cool. Yeah.
Cool. I mean, do you do much of that kind of stuff? Obviously, we've seen you on TV wrestling.
Yeah, not really, but it was just a moment that they wanted me to call the ROH title match, and then I just stayed and called the Penta and Omega match. So yeah, why not? Yeah. So it was cool.
Were you expecting that kind of crowd reaction? Because obviously the stereotypical cliche thing when we're talking about WWE, if you get put on the pre-show, people are still coming into the building. But I you know, if anything, those two matches at the start of the show in 0 hour, I think it was probably the two best to be a part of because the crowd was up for it. You know, every match had a story. The crowd was genuinely invested, and they were almost exhausted by the time the show started.
Yeah, I really think that 0 hour set the tone for the entire show. But you know, it's weird because it's not really a pre-show because it was live on TV, you know. So
if anything, more people had eyes on you, right?
Right, exactly. That's what I said. I was like, yeah, I don't mind, you know, because it's live TV, you know, which is awesome. And but yeah, it definitely set the tone. That tag match before the Battle Royal was insanely amazing. I was sitting back just like a fan, just watching and all. And these guys are just incredible. And then I was like, damn, we got to follow that. And then we did our thing, and then we just looked at everybody else. Now you guys follow that, you know. So it was cool. But everybody had that, you know, kind of like that goal in mind was to kind of. Obviously, it's not to say that we mail it in ever, but sometimes at certain events you get extra amped up and you have that extra adrenaline, and everybody felt that last night, which is really cool.
What about you going forward now? Obviously, you know, you're doing really well in Ring of Honor at the moment. They've got some incredible shows lined up too.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to help with all that and maybe get more people to go and watch sort of more wrestling that isn't what people do in terms of WWE?
I think that there's no question that is exactly what's going to happen, you know. This proves how alive pro wrestling is, you know, not just with the mainstream companies. It's pro wrestling in general. It's just at an all-time high to me, you know, and you could feel it, like I said. And, yeah, it's just more eyes on us, obviously. You know, we got showcased on TV, pay-per-view, and I think going forward it could only help the product, help the company, and help us as individuals as well.
Yeah. And how much do you want to be on that Madison Square Garden show in a few months' time? Well, quite a few months' time from me.
Yeah, well, for me, you know, obviously everybody wants to be on that show. It's special. Everybody knows Madison Square Garden. But for me, I'm from New York. I've been to countless events at Madison Square Garden when I was a teenager. And for me, it's just kind of full circle to be able to perform inside the building that I saw my first wrestling event.
Of course.
You know, so it's awesome. Yeah.
Hometown shows always have that kind of special thing.
Of course, and then add in it's Madison Square Garden. You know, it's a little bit more special. So,
absolutely.
No, stoked, excited, and grateful.
Awesome. Well, I hope you get on it. Book Punishment Martinez and the MSG show. Thank you much for your time, man.
My pleasure.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.